Screaming in the nuns' quarters? Drinking with a ghost? Shenanigans with a dummy? Grab a snack and help us unpack all that and more. It's time for Ghost Files Debrief. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ryan Bergara, and that thing over there is my colleague Shane Madej. Shane.
Each week, we look at our most compelling evidence, behind-the-scenes moments, and answer your burning questions.
Keep doing the quotes over evidence, see what happens. And now, a word from our sponsor. This episode was brought to you, lovely people, by HelloFresh. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but ghost hunting, boy, does it work up an appetite, and your boy gets hungry. I mean, when you're spending all day tracking down the naturally supernatural and trying to find ghosts and catch them in your little net, it's hard to find some time to settle in for a bite to eat, you know? You get hungry. And these are some long days, guys. And afterwards, when you're starving, the last thing you want to do is try and figure out, how am I gonna cook? What am I gonna cook? Am I gonna order it from somewhere? None of that. I just want my meal right there, ready to go, which is why I've stayed relying on HelloFresh. It's the world's leading meal kit company, and they send a box of pre-prepared meals right to your door. HelloFresh offers a full slate of weekly meals to choose from. So, you know, there's pretty much anything for anybody. There's different categories like calorie smart, vegetarian, family friendly, world's best ghost hunter. So there's truly something for everyone, except the ghost hunter thing only applies to me. All the ingredients you need to create a full and delicious meal are inside, along with step-by-step recipe cards. So if you can't cook, like me, you're set. You just follow the instructions. And these ingredients from suppliers are hand-selected by HelloFresh for guaranteed freshness. HelloFresh measures out all the ingredients ahead of time too, which does reduce the stress and food waste. Setting up your subscription is also really easy, and you can do it online or through the HelloFresh app. With HelloFresh, you can adjust your delivery schedule at any time, and HelloFresh allows you to pause or cancel your subscription with no penalty. Plus, HelloFresh operates in 17 countries, so no matter where life or ghost hunting takes you, HelloFresh can follow. In 2020, HelloFresh delivered over 600 million meals to hungry customers, and now it's your turn, baby. Use the code in the description today and get 16 free meals in the United States. If you're not in the US, don't worry, the code is valid in all countries and you'll get a great discount of your own. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's episode. And now, back to the debrief.
I mean, this episode is
get comfy.
a bona fide banger. We had a lot of fun.
No, this is probably, it's definitely the grossest place we've been this season. And it might be the scariest too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've got some bangers in the back half here, but...
Well, it's up there in beautiful Washington State.
That's true. Colfax, Washington.
Near lovely Spokane. We got to see some beautiful parts of the country. Mm-hmm. And it was a nice honestly, one of my favorite locations we visited.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite episodes. It wasn't my favorite time when I was there. You know, just garbage bags everywhere, horrifying nun quarters.
I like that more than the places we go to, like Waverly, where they're like, "Oh, we sweep now." It was like, "What are you doing? Commit to the bit. Don't sweep."
But don't.
Did you see how many flies we saw in this place?
There was a lot, as you counted them.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever go back again.
I would.
Well, you will be going solo.
We can have GhoulCon there.
I thought it was FileCon. Without further ado, let's move into evidence. We got a lot of great stuff this episode. I saw a lot of you guys in the comments saying that this was one of the most evidence-rich episodes we've ever done. So it feels good to be rich, you know, with evidence.
That and a quarter will buy you a gumball.
What? We're gonna do this a little bit out of order because I'm crazy like that. We're gonna jump in with the dummy head.
Let's take a look at the dummy head.
I don't like this.
What do you think about that?
A lot of folks asking us about this on our live tour. Yeah, I really don't know how this happened. Shane made the excuse that maybe perhaps even though he didn't hook the dummy head up, even though he kind of just laid it down, maybe gravity got the dummy head to...
It wasn't gravity. I said that hooks hook. That's the whole thing.
Well, the whole thing about a hook is
I set the hook on the plush head, the stump.
You just laid the head down, though.
I set it on.
The whole purpose of a hook is that you have to kind of adjust it in a way so that it hooks. And that way it doesn't get unhooked.
I will fly us back there tonight.
Yeah. You will?
And we'll go test it out.
I doubt you have the energy or the means to do that right now.
You're right. What else did we get? We got a scream in the nuns' quarters. This was actually pretty compelling.
Wait a second, we can't just skim past the head.
Huh?
Okay, I don't know how
I think it's that. What do you?
I don't know how it got reattached.
This is what the ghost does. It's a dummy, and his big trick is that when you take his head off, he puts it back on only for you to knock it off.
It's a good trick. I think that's pretty good. If that's your one trick,
pony it up.
To be fair to all the Shaniacs out there, when I put the head back on, I kind of like tossed it. Shane at least nestled it, and he believes that maybe the head.
I think if you look at me, I sort of go like.
You definitely don't do that.
We'll just sort of shove it in there. But
yeah, I mean, we literally have a clip.
Roll the clip.
Buddies, as far as I can tell. Okay, I'm gonna leave you here, and I'm gonna go see some nuns. Okay.
Okay. I guess I didn't.
All right, let's go to that scream in the nuns' quarters. Okay, so that happens when we have our audio recorder left up there with our static cam. We actually had people of our own staff, including our director, Mark Celestino, who thought that perhaps this scream was Shane's scream.
Oh, from when I was on my solo?
Yeah, and it doesn't even match up time-wise or pitch-wise. It's not, Shane screams a long time, because I talked to the editor about this, and Anthony, who edited this episode, well, job well done, Anthony. He's kind of more on the fence. We still don't really have a name for those. Maybe we'll come up with one. But he even said there's no way that it doesn't match up. So I don't know what that scream is.
It's a good scream, you know?
Perhaps the only thing I could think of is maybe somebody in the neighborhood screaming their heads off, and it somehow got caught in the nuns' quarters. Perhaps?
Oh yeah, because I guess this place does have houses and stuff.
A little bit of a neighborhood. I mean, that would be one hell of a scream.
Hey, we've all done it.
Screamed like that? Like you're
You've
getting
never
murdered?
screamed like that?
Like I'm getting murdered?
I feel like you've screamed like that.
At haunted houses, yeah, but not in my living room.
You make a lot of noises, though. You make a lot of loud, weird noises.
Yeah, but they're usually like little giggles.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Sort of like a little chipmunk.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, what do you think it is?
Maybe a person screaming outside or a bird.
Screaming outside
People
on a Tuesday or whatever at 1 o'clock in the morning. Just time for my nightly 1 a.m. scream. Here we
I
go.
don't know what they get up to in Colfax.
All right, time to go to bed.
What do you think that was? A nun screaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next piece of evidence. We have the nerd in the bathroom. Probably one of the funniest things that's ever happened to us. We're gonna go to dictionary mode because you clearly don't want to use this.
I love dictionary.
Here we go.
It's so fun.
What if we got a Shane and Ryan on the dictionary?
I would love it. I would love it. I doubt that's in the dictionary, but. Nerd. God damn it.
Fuck you, ghost! Love being roasted by a ghost.
It's always fun.
I asked the thing to say our names, and it just said nerd.
So?
Felt like high school. Okay, moving right along here to Rose's SLS. We caught our first stick figure on the SLS, which was a really big moment for me. It was a really big moment for me.
Yes, I didn't say anything. You can't just always do this to me. Yeah, it was great. You found a little stick figure.
You give me a little sarcastic clap, though.
No, I did that. It was fun. You said it was a great little moment. Who's that?
Whoa.
Oh
what?
shit, there's a
Excuse
skeleton
me?
by the TV. Wait, Rose, is that you? Can you turn on the flashlight?
Why is it a
Why is it dancing? It's dancing!
It's dancing. What in the?
Look at this shit, it's dancing! Oh, it's doing, I'm not even kidding, it's doing Stay Alive. It's doing the fucking...
Now it's sort of turning into a spider and bending all its bones like that lady in Old.
Rose, if that's you by the TV, turn on the light. Are you in here with us right now? You could either talk to us or you could turn on that light. Oh! Oh! Okay, Rose, I'm gonna need you to turn off the light right now. I can see you trying.
Turn off the light, Rose!
Look at the arms, look at the arms, look at the arms.
Rose! Oh.
Oh shit. Kind of like a little shoulder motion.
She's quite proud of herself for turning off the light. She's like, yeah, I turned off the light.
This has not
What do you think
happened
of that?
before. We've never seen a
we've
skeleton
never seen a
show when there's no person. It's pretty compelling. Look, the SLS is basically, as Shane likes to say, an Xbox camera. And it is. It's a Kinect that you point at the dark, but Kinects are used to recognize human figures in the dark. So the thought being, if you point it at the dark and something pops up, pretty cool. It's a real world application for something that you could use for ghost hunting. I like doing that, using real world tools like an SLS, which is basically a Kinect camera, or like an EMF meter, which people use at like construction sites and stuff like that. We had not caught anything on the camera yet, and it was pretty cool. And also it matched up with the movements of her poking the little light too, which I thought was fun.
Yeah.
I like combining two tools.
It is fun to combine two tools.
This is a moment that got a lot of attention at the live show, so I just thought we'd talk about it now. The moment in the Ovulus when you point at me.
It calls you God.
But it says low after.
Low, God low.
Which I took as a short joke.
Oh, really? I thought God low like the devil. Like underground. Because that's where he lives.
Perhaps. It just said him.
Him.
What's him? Who? Me or him? Him or him? Him?
What did it do?
It said him, kill.
What?
Which one? Him?
Show me that.
Him? I'm gonna point to you and say him, and you point to me and say him, and then maybe he'll let us know.
Okay.
Him?
Him? God.
It says God and low.
Oh, God low. God. Kill God. Kill God?
Kill God.
Kill God.
It said kill before
It said
that.
kill. It did say kill before that.
Kill the devil. Kill God low. Kill the God below.
Oh.
What about that?
Maybe.
Is that our destiny?
To kill the devil?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to think so.
There was also a dead bird in the same room.
What does that have to do with the killing the devil?
I don't know, Ryan.
What am I, John Constantine? I don't fucking know. Like, it's I just thought it was a short joke, but now you're making me think that we have to kill the devil, and I'm down. Anyways.
We'll grab him by the horns.
Yeah, I'll drag his ass around the fucking floor by his stupid little tail, his little little nightcrawler
the
tail.
spade tail.
Yeah, I don't know why the devil has a tail.
He's got a whole look, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Naked.
Red.
Naked.
Well, I think he wears like a loincloth out of
he does?
bison fur or something.
That's weird. All right, let's move on to the last piece of evidence here. But before we do that, let's bring in yet again the person whose evidence it is. We have our pal, Garrett Watts, and he's gonna gracefully move on to set now.
Oh! Wait, oh God, my foot's asleep. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm shambling on to set.
We're back. He's here. Garrett, gracefully as ever, entered set. You didn't see anything before that. He's just here now.
You guys went into St. Ignatius, huh?
Oh, yeah,
yes,
that's right.
yes.
Can I open this up with something?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, every haunted location I go to, I get a relic from there. So, St. Ignatius is here with us.
Is that a
fun.
pool cue?
It is from the hospital itself, and it's actually really powerful. So, I think putting it here with us kind of brings it here. Like, there's energy in this, truly. And I'm really sorry to bring it in here like this unsolicited.
Thanks, man.
Put it down on the table for now and let's just sort of bask in it.
What if that ball just shot off that table and just broke the camera lens?
Dude, sometimes it moves on its own, though. That's the thing. Even when it's on a holder.
Oh, I was about to say it is spherical.
You guys having fun, just in general?
Yeah, we're chilling. You know, we just had our live show. We just got back from that, and now we're shooting debrief. Now you're here. You brought a ball with you.
The ball.
The ball.
The ball.
Y'all show is so impressive. The stuff I do is so lo-fi. Your guys' stuff is so...
your stuff was great, man.
Hey, lo-fi is a cool thing. I'm
Yes, it
not
is.
dragging it.
Yeah.
But your guys' stuff is like...
And I gotta say, every live show we did this week, every time you showed up on screen.
Oh, we can show him that later.
Oh,
actually.
we can?
Oh, really?
But I do want to show him. Let's talk about the clip really quick.
Okay,
before we
let's
get-
talk- yeah.
There is a format to all of this, all right? You know, we're here to talk about the evidence.
Not when I'm on. There's no format to anything.
That's true. Well, I guess I didn't plan for that.
Yeah.
So, when we showed this, and we were lucky enough to see live reactions to this piece of evidence, people really did not like the picture of what Shane described as a mummy.
Yeah, I heard you call it a mummy.
I called it a mummy.
That's fine.
It looked a little mummy-ish.
I love it. I think it looks like the devil, not quite the cartoonish one y'all were describing.
Like the devil.
It truly, it struck me as like a demon with like a hammer over his shoulder ready to come collect something or somebody. It didn't seem like it was part of the place. It really scared me, actually.
Yeah, it's fucked up. People really hated watching the reveal of this photo, just because it really is distressing to look at.
Yeah.
The face, it looks like a zombie. It's the
Hated
first,
in a good way. The
Yeah.
crowds were like, oh.
It's the first ghost picture I've
Yeah.
seen where, actually, you know what? I think I have a clip of them watching that. Really quick.
Let's load that.
Stuff that's real gets an actual visceral reaction. Like when you remember experiences from your own past, like viewer, think about them now. Like experiences that you have that are actually unsettling and actually supernatural. It's a very specific kind of feeling that you get. Now, I don't know if you feel this about anything. 'Cause-
You know, I mean.
Well, I don't.
No, I don't. but I'm sure I've experienced things where I'm like, a car accident. You know? Scary. Oh, I don't like to think about
fucking
that.
That's freaky. Yeah.
Here's the reaction to it.
Let's take a look. They sound like they're gonna throw eggs at the screen.
Wait, that's fun. I want to do that. I want to copy your guys' style. Okay, come to my live show. No, I'm just kidding.
Really, honestly, and I said this in the show, it might be one of the best pieces of evidence I've ever seen.
And now you go up there all the time now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you guys were in Spokane, which is like my stomping ground. I have a haunted apartment up there and everything.
A beautiful city.
There's not much more to say about that other than it's an amazing piece of evidence. But I do want you to react because I did not realize this, but when Katie, she was the person who was our moderator on the live tour, and she went out and introduced us, she had mentioned to the audience that you were in the episode, and it got quite the reaction. I just wanted you to see it.
Oh, really? Is it like when Cap catched the hammer, but less?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's when Cap caught Mjolnir. It's basically the same thing.
So you got a lot of fun. And we have a special guest. I don't know how many of you know Garrett Watts.
Whoa, that's crazy!
Isn't that fun?
That makes me feel like valid. That's crazy.
It is strange. You probably have the same thing as us, where we put a lot of content on the internet and very rarely experience people
Real
responding
life.
to it.
Oh
in real
gosh,
life.
even it's been years of this now, and every time someone even approaches me in person, I don't know, I just block it out. That's like my approach to being on the internet.
Yeah.
It's just like
fair.
not, you know what I mean?
I just wanted you to see that because I wanted you to know that you're loved.
Wow, that's really cool. That really sent my ego to the moon.
Good.
And you know what it did to Shane? It did the opposite because he saw how loud of an applause you got, and then he went out and said...
But and they
You said, I'm in this as well.
Anyways, we do have one more segment here before we get into the Q&A. We call this the cutting room floor. This is where we show you guys segments that did not make the cut, but we wish they would have. This is a clip from St. Ignatius that I was really sad to cut out. Shane, you know what? You might want to cue this one up because it's very stupid.
We were in the bathroom, which I think you're familiar with. Not just the concept of bathrooms, but the one in St. Ignatius.
Yeah.
And there was a pile of pink goo on the ground.
Oh.
And Ryan and I stared at it for about upwards of 5 minutes.
We were really disturbed by it. I was like, it looks sentient.
We were
It
both-
looks like it could think.
Yeah.
We were both sort of crouched down on our haunches.
And Shane was like, I should smell it. And
This
I was
is-
like, don't smell it.
This is how people describe meeting me, by the way.
We should smell it.
A lot of parallels here. Guys, that
is
was
this?
just me. No, I'm sorry.
And we were like, this is some of the freakiest stuff we've ever seen. Is this ectoplasm? What is this?
Yeah.
And eventually, we discovered that there was just a soap dispenser directly overhead the entire time.
Yeah.
Just didn't see it.
Ooh, but who was pumping it?
I guess I just love that.
The devil.
I love that the internet's two greatest detectives couldn't figure out what soap was.
Okay, are we gonna acknowledge this?
Yeah, I mean, we already kind of acknowledged it, but we could do it again. It's we've been doing ghost hunting for about 6 years now.
Yeah, something like that.
By far, the grossest thing I've ever seen is right there. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. It's wet. It's
Mushy?
It's moist.
There's never anything good to come of something that's been clearly here for a long time,
there
and
a
yet still very moist.
Is there a stick we can poke it with? I'm actually really curious to know what it is.
I'm scared it's gonna crawl up the wall if you do that. Like it's some sort of kind of sentient blob.
Give it a sniff.
No, fuck you.
Go
You
give it a sniff.
I'm not giving that a sniff. You give it a sniff.
Give it a sniff.
No, don't do it. No, seriously. It's bad for your health, dude. Look at that. It looks.
I'm just gonna give it a sniff.
That's a nature's mistake.
It doesn't smell good.
What does it smell like?
I don't know.
Oh, you smell. You
It's
made
sort
me
of-
almost want to throw up.
Sort of acidic. Maybe it's vomit. I don't know.
It looks like somebody threw up like a super burrito. Oh God, dude, don't throw
Actually
up. If you
didn't
throw up,
smell-
I'm gonna
No,
throw
I'm not
up.
gonna throw up. There's nothing we can poke it with. That's just
Dude,
a
were
whole
you
toy.
not satisfied by sniffing it?
I just want to know what consistency it is.
Oh, you
Is
know
it
what it is? I think I
calcified?
might have figured it out. What if it's this soap?
Oh, maybe it's the soap.
It's the soap drip.
It's the soap drip.
That's way less gross than somebody, shitting out a burrito or something in here.
Okay,
Basic.
good to know. And
Anyways.
it actually kind of spoils the fun for me. I thought it was going to be a Ghostbuster 2 ooze situation.
No, I don't think it's a Slimer.
And that's soap.
Pretty much. I love that Mark, our director, we're sitting there like trying to poke it with a stick, and he figured it out within 5 seconds and saw there's a soap dispenser right above their heads.
He said, "Oh,
so
soap
he
dispenser."
zoomed out
Yeah.
and just kept it in a wide shot the entire time, basically to make fun of us, and just waited. And I don't think he realized how long it was going to take for us to realize it was soap.
No, that's cool. Bully them.
So you and Andrew also have covered this location pretty extensively.
Oh yeah. It's an old hat for me.
What were your methods? I know. I mean, hey, trailblazer.
Yeah.
What were your methods like there? Can you tell us about your experiences? Every single one of them.
No.
In great detail.
Well, that morning I woke up at 9:42 a.m. Well, hang on.
I was held in suspense there.
Then I got out of bed. No, it was incredible. I mean, y'all are so prepared with all your equipment. I go in with what are essentially toys.
I don't think they're
We
toys.
do that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
They're
the...
not toys. They're not toys.
Okay, take it easy, boys. I had a really...
It's nice to have you between us, because
Yeah.
sometimes he...
I'll slap both your wrists. I don't give a damn.
No, you think?
You point, don't point at
St. Ignatius was incredible. One of my favorite places I've ever been in. I kind of want to live in it. But yeah, no, I loved it. The whole thing was terrifying. And editing that video was probably one of the scariest experiences I've ever had because I edit like the haunted portions of the videos.
Yeah.
And I get into a relationship with them, truly. Like I set the scene. I actually take my ritualistic devices. I don't know if you can see. Can you see in the shot?
your ball.
That's okay, yeah. But I take items from haunted locations and I put them all around me. I light candles. I have a...
that's good.
Yeah, I have a mirror, like a whole summoning ritual to help me to get ghost edit videos. Oh, wow. And so it gets like really scary. I know it sounds very strange, but actually I have a video.
Well, you actually
it.
seem to have a little bit more reverence and respect for it, whereas we just go in there and we just...
Well, I try. I don't know
walk all over the place.
That's funny.
It's nuts.
Well, I don't know about that. I just try to be sweet to the ghost because I feel like, I don't know if you guys do this. I don't think you do this, but
sometimes we try to be sweet.
Sometimes,
yeah.
I think we generally eventually work up to being sort of disrespectful and abrasive, but we tried different approaches sometimes.
Yeah, I grew up watching shows where people go into ghost locations and they're just so like, how did you join here? I hate it.
Why are they humping the ghosts?
Yeah, they are. It practically is that.
How did you join?
It is. It's like, give me that evidence. We need something to happen on camera. But you guys, I assume, are very sweet boys in there as well.
We try to be.
But yeah, I just try to like, I'm all for, hey, instead of show yourself, it's like, hey, you looked cute when you were alive, and I bet you look cute now. And that's what they respond to, because that's what people are. They respond to kindness.
You're the gentleman ghost hunter.
That's right.
What would you guys do if you were in a coffee shop and someone came in and said, "What are you doing in this coffee shop?" You know, you'd be like,
very rude.
You'd want to step away from
like,
that guy.
I'm drinking coffee.
Drinking coffee, yeah.
Well, ghosts are the same. So you just have to go in and just be like, "Hey, here's a cute toy," or "Here's
Honestly,
something I like."
a lot of times when I do my solos, I sort of try to level with them in a very personable way.
Yeah.
That's true. No, don't give me that look. I'm like, hey.
Can we cut to a
Sure,
clip?
you can selectively cut to the times that I'm nasty.
I bet you I could cut to any clip from your solo.
That's not
Oh,
true.
you can edit anything.
Yes.
But in full disclosure, I
You
haven't.
called a little boy a little punk.
You did that.
Well, he...
You called him a little jerk.
What was he, 4?
He was like 7, I think.
Oh, that he can handle it.
Yeah.
I got bullied so
He
much.
handled tuberculosis.
No, he didn't.
Did
He
it?
died.
Yeah, passed away.
In fact, it handled him.
Well, anyway, how long were you guys there during your investigation?
Oh, I would say, oh God. I mean, so the funny thing about me is I don't remember anything. Yeah. Like the first time you guys had me on to talk about evidence, you were showing me things and I was like, oh, I'm seeing it for the first time. Yeah, because I never watch anything that I'm in. Like I'll never see this video. I never watch it. Like when I'm done editing my own stuff, it just goes away from my brain.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of cool.
But it's a good tactic because if I see myself, I'll start to overthink things and things will get weird.
I know how that is.
Yeah.
That's all. Ryan, much like Batman in The Dark Knight, at his home, he's just got a big wall of every video he's ever been.
That's right.
And he goes home and just stands there and looks at it.
And I look, and Shane comes from behind the screens and sometimes goes, "This is wrong."
Yeah.
And Ryan says, "Beautiful, isn't it?"
We were in St. Ignatius for several hours. I mean, at least probably like, I don't know, 3 or something? But I've been in there so many times, I've lost count, boys.
That's not a great thing.
I love it.
No, I love that
Honestly, you've put boots to the ground and you've logged a lot of hours.
And those
there.
are some big-ass boots.
I was wearing these boots.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they are really big.
Anyways, let's move on to our final section for the day. Qua. This is where we answer questions directly from you guys, the viewers at home, including 2 questions every week exclusively from our patrons over on Patreon. We call that Patreon Corner.
Who also, coincidentally, get to watch all Ghost Files episodes a day early, God willing. Our first question comes from...
This comes from Emma. Question for the debrief. Do you think the scream you heard in the nun's quarters could have been Shane when he screamed during his solo investigation? P.S. This was one of my favorite episodes so far. I've been interested in St. Ignatius ever since Garrett did his video on it like a year ago.
Stop.
Anyways, no, we already established it was not Shane's solo scream. Different sound, also different length.
Yeah, it didn't really sound like me.
No.
You know, that's an easy thing for me to. I'm happy to admit that
It wasn't long enough to be Shane's.
No.
This comes from Claus the Dino, or the Dino. For debrief, how long do you actually stay in each section and in a location in general? Obviously, we don't see all the footage, so I'm curious about the period of time it's filmed over. It's funny, we actually just asked Garrett this, but we usually stay in the locations for anywhere from 6 to 8 hours.
Usually sundown to like 3 a.m. or so.
Now, in all fairness, I don't remember anything. Namely, that video that was shot a year ago. Because, like, if my friend Andrew was watching this, he'd be like, Garrett, what are you talking about? We were in there for 9 hours. But to me, it's all just a blur.
It seemed like you guys were in there for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. When I'm having fun,
It's
it's
also
all
a pretty
just...
big building, and you know.
Actually, you just made me realize 6 p.m. to like 3 a.m., that's usually about 8 to 9 hours.
Yeah.
No wonder why we're so damn tired after these.
We're
Yeah.
exhausted.
Oh, this is actually just a fun one for all of us to answer. This comes from Casual.Adventures. What food or beverage do you think ghosts miss the most? What would you want future ghost hunters to bring to you? That's a good way to think about it.
This person, who is this?
This is Casual.Adventures on Instagram.
Well, Casual.Adventures, you really get it. That's like a really,
That's a
really...
good question.
You're thinking about them
Yeah.
like people, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was in the afterlife and someone left me a birthday cake flavored snow cone, I would do anything.
A birthday cake flavored Oh, I see.
Yeah,
That's a thing?
Yeah. I make them
cake
almost
flavored?
every day.
I mean, I think it's a layup. I would love popcorn
Yeah,
as a
if-
ghost.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah, I love
We should start
popcorn
bringing
to bits.
popcorn on like investigations.
It's not a bad idea.
All right, let's move on.
Wait, you have to answer the question, don't you?
Oh, popcorn.
Oh, is it
It's
the same
thing.
one?
We're both Colonel heads. I'm
And
a
if
bigger
I'm
one.
going for a bev, I'll take a Coke Zero.
Oh, cool.
I'll take a nice a crispy beer.
I just want whiskey.
That sounds good too.
Well, I didn't know you guys were going after the boozy stuff.
There's no rules,
I'll
man.
take a martini, just a little bit dirty with 3 olives, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's pretty dirty.
We're gonna be annoying ghosts.
This is from Twitter. This one is more for me. @sombre_confetti. I need an in-depth look at the spirit box and how it's supposed to work. Do you use a spirit box?
No, I don't know what that is.
Can it be interfered with by two-way radios or any other radio signals? Please be as scientific as possible when we have no idea how the equipment works. All the evidence
You're saving this for the end?
means nothing.
One last quick question.
This is just from Twitter.
Give us a thorough
Hashtag
explanation
Shaniac.
of the
It's
science
very
of the spirit.
easy.
It's not.
The spirit box rapidly scans radio channels, sometimes 5 channels per second.
oh, that's cool.
And basically what happens is if you get a sentence, like if it says, "Hi, how you doing?" or "Who is that?" and it's the same voice, the odds of that would have to be several radio channels working together to produce the same voice in a complete sentence. So the idea is that the white noise produced by scanning radio channels rapidly is something they could use to communicate. That's the idea behind it.
I'm only gonna allow myself to say this word once on any given debrief, but this is what we call pseudo-science. Oh, I did it. Oh,
Jesus Christ, that gave your body a reaction that.
I'm nasty sometimes.
@Sophia Cupo on Twitter Town. Hi team, do any of you have a dream/nightmare, like you couldn't get paid to go, ghost hunting location? Anywhere in the world. Great episode today. Ryan's Pennywise will haunt me. You're welcome.
Oh, so a place that nobody in a million years,
Or
$1 million bucks, you wouldn't go there.
That you would want to go. Dream or nightmare location.
Oh, interesting.
And I'll just let you say whichever one you feel compelled to say.
Mine's dark. I shouldn't.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry!
Look, I'm a sucker for horror cinema, so probably the Stanley. I've always wanted to do a proper, full investigation of it, where we could shut the whole hotel down, but
We went there once and we met the mayor, and he said,
That's
"You
right.
boys come back. Here's my card." But I don't think he's the mayor anymore.
maybe
Ugh.
not. And I don't know where his card is. I lost it.
We gave it
So
to-
if you're watching this,
If you're the mayor of Estes Park, Colorado, the mayor before you said we were really nice guys.
that's right. Or or if you're the past mayor, can you give us your card again, and then we'll work our way up.
Where would you go? Where you sounded like there was a place you didn't want to go.
Well, it's just that.
Is there a place?
I mean, my genuine answer, like I said, is just dark. You ready for it? It's just the house that Dahmer killed Stephen Hicks in, his childhood home.
That's pretty
That
grim.
is pretty dark.
Yeah, I think
I would not want to go there.
I would not want to go there
I
either.
wouldn't want to do it.
I think a lot of forces would center in on a place like that.
You know where I would really love to go, and I honestly don't know if anyone has died there. I would assume someone has, but I would love to ghost hunt at McMurdo in Antarctica.
What the fuck is McMurdo?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a research base down in Antarctica where people live.
But what do you think could be there? The thing from The Thing?
That'd be cool.
Well, I just wonder if there's ghosts there. I'm sure it's a creepy sort of area at times when the lights go out and they're stuck there for the winter.
Oh yeah, I am looking. Andrew and I are looking to ghost hunt in the snow. We just think that'd be a remarkable thing to
That
do.
sounds like a lot of work.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare. Looking at our producer behind
We
camera.
could Salem in the snow.
Yeah, and that sucked. Well, that wraps up this investigation. Thank you again, Garrett, for coming on to the show.
Always a pleasure to
Thanks
be
for
in
being
the.
on the episode. People were thrilled to have you. We were thrilled to have you.
Pleasure to be in the bunkers.
That's right. Thank you for walking the 800 steps down to get down here. It's going to be a rough walk up.
Oh, because it's a bunker.
It's a bunker.
It's a bunker.
Okay. You're welcome though, for what it's worth.
Thank you for playing with us.
Yeah. And thank you to all of you guys out there for watching St. Ignatius and also for watching this episode of Debrief. Remember to watch the next episode of Ghost Files, in which we go to Whole House in Chicago. Very creepy place. Home of Shane, not the Whole House. Chicago.
Home of good hot dog.
Okay.
And pizza.
And the bean in the park.
And the bean,
He was
Cloud
born-
Gate Nation!
And he was born under it.
What if you were born in the bean?
Born under the bean.
Anyways, watch that episode. Remember to submit your questions on Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, or on the video directly on YouTube, and maybe we'll pick your question. And hey, maybe you'll be on the next episode of Ghost Files Debrief.
Oh, and again, if you'd like more behind-the-scenes content and to see Ghost Files episodes early, consider becoming a member of our Patreon community over at patreon.com/watcher. We'll see you next week.
And make sure to check out Garrett's new investigation, where he investigates a haunted makeup studio that should be coming to you guys this October. It's going to be a good one. As for now, case closed.